the Huawei Next assembly video tutorial. Before assembling, put on an anti-static wrist strap and anti-static finger cots. Wear the wrist strap closely around the skin and insert the other end of the strap into the hole on the anti-static monitoring meter. Assembly tool, screwdriver. Apply 500 plus or minus 30 milligrams of thermal glue to the front cover. Take the front camera BTB with foam attached and tightly attach it onto the main board. Remove the two strips of protective film from the rubber headset jack cover. Attach the rubber cover onto the surface of the headset jack from top to bottom. Stick the rubber proximity sensor cover onto the proximity sensor subboard. Use the suction pen to pick up the proximity sensor subboard and fix it to the front cover, using the front cover positioning frame as a reference. Insert the left side of the main board into clips 1 and 2 on the front cover, using the positioning rod 1 on the left side of the front cover as a reference. Press down on the main board, attaching it to clip 3 on the front cover, checking that positioning rods 2 and 3 are completely threaded through the holes on the main board. Ensure that the main board components are flush and secure. Remove the protective film from the motor and the pad section. Stick the motor on the lower right corner of the front cover. Use the positioning rods in the front cover as a reference. Make sure that it's secure in the right position and not skewed. And take out the speaker box. Attach the speaker box to the front cover using the two positioning rods as reference points. Press down for 2 seconds to stick it firmly in place, making sure that it is flush. Remove the protective film from the rubber USB cover. Slot the rubber USB cover onto the USB socket on the antenna subboard in an upwards direction. Press down on the rubber cover so that it sticks firmly in place. Rotate the speaker box FPC 90 degrees upwards before attaching the antenna subboard. Attach the antenna subboard to the front cover using the two positioning rods on the front cover as reference points. Fasten the speaker box BTB tightly onto the antenna subboard. Fasten the one end of the main FPC BTB to the antenna subboard. Press down on the reinforced steel area on the BTB. Avoid pressing down on the battery. Attach the other end of the FPC BTB to the main board. Align it with the silk print on the shield before fastening it in place. Place the phone flat into the BTB clamp. Apply pressure to the rear camera BTB, LCD BTB, main FPC BTB, battery FPC BTB, and speaker box BTB. Fit one end of the LCD BTB support on an angle into the shield assembly slot. Press down on the other end of the steel support so that it clips into place. Remove the protective film from the FPC BTB support. Clip the left end of the support into place. Stick the right end of the support onto the subboard, using the positioning hole on the subboard as a reference. Fit one end of the camera BTB support on an angle into the shield assembly slot. Press down on the steel support and clip the two clips on the other end of the support onto the two shields. Use the electric screwdriver to fasten 14 screws in with a torque of 0.9 plus or minus 0.1 in low gear. Assembly requires that the screws are in tight enough to not fall out and that the screw surface is not damaged. Stick one warranty label on top of the screw near the main FPC support. Press down on the label with a cotton stick. Line the RF end of the coaxial cable with the male socket on the main board or antenna subboard. Slowly press down on the RF head of the coaxial cable vertically, ensuring that it is not skewed. Clip the coaxial cable to the end of the subboard and then to the end of the main board. Place the coaxial cable in the cable slot, ensuring that the cable sheath isn't damaged. Remove the protective film from the sound hole of the speaker box on the front cover. Remove the protective film from the rear camera and battery cover rear camera lens. Make sure the battery cover camera lens isn't smudged. If necessary, use an iron gun to clean it. Stick the board processing SN barcode onto the battery cover. Use the iron gun to clean the top and bottom of the battery. Attach the fingerprint module BTB firmly to the main board. When installing the battery cover, attach the top of the battery cover so that it is covering the top of the phone, and then fix the two clips at the top in place. Ensure that the battery cover is properly attached. Touch the side button and power button to test that the touch of the buttons feels right. Fasten two screws into the battery cover using the electric screwdriver with a torque of 0.5 plus or minus 0.05 in low gear. Insert the card tray into the card slot, checking that there is protective film on the battery cover and that the phone is turned off. Huawei Next assembly is complete. Thank you for watching.